हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू फिजिक्स वेदा। आज हम यहाँ पर अलग अलग शेप्स पर चार्ज के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे। ऑब्वियसली द टॉपिक इज कंटिन्यूअस चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन। सो हाउ द चार्ज इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड ओवर द लेंथ ऑफ द वायर। चार्ज किस तरीके से किसी भी सरफेस पर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा और चार्ज किस तरीके से किसी वॉल्यूम के अंदर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा। So there are three types of distribution of charges. Number one, the distribution of charges over the length of the wire, that is the linear charge distribution. The distribution of charges over the sheet of the charge, that is the surface charge distribution, and the charge distribution within the volume of the given shape. So that is comes under the volumetric charge distribution. Now, first of all, we will study about what is the distribution of charge. Since if I put a charge on the surface, let's say for the simplicity, the charge is positive charge. If I put the positive charge here, 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 it means the positive charge applies a repulsive force to next positive charge. It means if I given charge to the body, or I can say this is the positively charged body, it means the positive charges are distributed uniformly because of one charge applies a force of repulsion to the another charge. So all the charges are equidistant to each other. It means the charges are distributed on this surface uniformly. So this is known as the uniform charge distribution. In the continuous charge distribution, there is a system in which so many charges, that is we can say infinite charges, are closely packed to each other and they are having a very minor distances because of there are so many positive charges. Let's say for the simplicity, the charge on the sheet or the wire is positive charge, so all the positive charges repel to each other. So if there are infinite charges, there are minor spacing between them. So there are that example of, that is line charge, that is charge is distributed over the line. Here the distance between the charges are equal, the distance between the charges are equal. So these charges are equi-spaced and closely packed. Simply, if let's say this is the sheet of charge, over the given area the charges are distributed with the minor distances. So what is exactly the distribution of charge? The distribution of charge is the system in which the infinite number of charges are equi-spaced with the minor gaps. So system is called the uniform distribution of charge or uniform continuous distribution of charge. Now we will study about that what are the types of distribution of charges. There are three types of distribution of charges. So as earlier I shown you that there are three types of shape. Number one, a wire, that is charge is distributed over the given wire. So there is a distribution of charge on the length of the wire. So it is called the linear charge distribution. Next here, the charge is distributed over the surface of the sheet. So that is this distribution of the charge, it is called the surface charge distribution, and also we can say it is the areal charge distribution. And last one is that the charge is distributed over the given volume. So such distribution of charge, it is called the volumetric charge distribution. Other names of these distribution of charge is the linear charge distribution is also known as the linear charge density. The surface charge distribution is also known as the surface charge density or areal charge density. The volume charge distribution is also called the volumetric charge density. The linear charge density or the linear charge distribution, it is denoted by the Greek letter, that is lambda. The surface charge distribution or the surface charge density, it is denoted by the letter, that is sigma, and the volumetric charge density, it is denoted by the Greek letter rho. Now we will study about how can we calculate the density of charge. What is the meaning of density? We all know that in the previous classes, in the lower classes, you have already studied that what is the density. The density is mass upon volume, that all have studied about this simple value, that is mass upon volume. But actually, what is density? Density is the quantity upon dimension. Because of whatever is the quantity, we can spread the quantity over the length, we can put the quantity over the area, and we can put the quantity of anything over the volume. So that the general formula, the density is equal to quantity upon dimension. Here we are distributing the charge. So the quantity is what? Charge. And we are distributing this charge over the length, over the area, over the volume. So in the first case, the dimension is single, so it is length. In the second case, the dimension is what? Length and width, that is area. In the third last, the dimension is length, width and height, so it is called volume. So three types of density in general here, that is charge upon length, charge upon area and the charge upon volume. Now let's see how can we define these three charge densities and hence the charge distributions. Now let's define the types of charge distribution, that is the charge distribution over the length. Let's say if L is the length of the given conductor and Q is the total amount of charge distributed over the given length. So the linear charge density, that is lambda, it is equal to the charge per unit length. So the charge per unit length, it is called the linear charge density. What is its unit? Its unit is coulomb upon meter. So coulomb per meter is what? Its linear charge density unit in SI system. If A is the given area and over this given area the total number of charge distributed is Q, so the areal charge density, that is sigma, it is equal to the charge per unit area, it is Q upon A. What is its unit? Its unit is coulomb upon meter square or coulomb per meter square in SI system. And obviously the volumetric charge density is the number of charge distributed within the volume, that is the charge per unit volume. The charge per unit volume, that is rho, it is equal to charge upon given volume. So the unit of the volumetric charge distribution and hence the volumetric charge density, it is equal to coulomb upon meter cube, or we can say coulomb per meter cube. So this is about the simple definitions. What is exactly the linear charge density, the areal charge density and the volumetric charge density. We can also use the unitary method in order to understand these charge distributions. That is, if in the length L the total distributed charge is Q, so what is the charge distributed in per unit length? That is Q by L. So this is what? This is lambda. Simply over the area A, the total charges are Q. So what is the charges in given unit area? It is Q upon A. And simply this is what? This is the areal charge density. And simply in the given volume V, the total distributed charge is Q. So what is the volumetric charge density? That is, what is the charge distributed within the per unit volume? It is Q upon V. So this is the volumetric charge density. So this is about how can we understand in simple way the distribution of charges. Now if we know the charge densities, whether it is linear charge density, areal charge density or volumetric charge density, then how can we calculate the total number of charges over the given length, over the given area or given volume? Since we know that the densities, that is lambda, sigma and rho, are the constant quantities, since the charges are distributed uniformly, so the ratio, that is Q by L, the ratio Q by area and the ratio Q by volume is constant. So that if we have the small segment of length, that is dl, over this small segment of length, there are small number of charges. So what is the charge density due to this small segment? That is lambda, it is equal to dq upon dl. So the charge can be calculated, it is equal to lambda into dl with the sign integration. Simply, if we have a small segment of area, that is dA, that is refers to the small area, and in this small area, if there are a small number of charges, that is dq, then the areal charge density is written as dq upon dA, so that the total charge in the given area is q, it is equal to integration sigma into dA. And obviously, if there is a small volume, let's say it is dV, over the small volume there is a small number of charges, that is dq, the charge can be calculated, it is equal to q integration rho into dV, that is the small volume. So this is the method. How can we calculate the total charges if we know the small segment of length, small area and the small volume? And also obviously the linear charge density and the areal charge density and the volumetric charge densities are the known quantities for the given uniform distribution of charge. Let's calculate force due to the continuous charge distribution. Let us consider a Q naught charge placed at r distance from the continuous charge distribution region. In this continuous charge distribution region, there are so many charges. Let's say that these charges are spread over the given area. Due to the small area, the number of charges are very less. Let's say the number of charges are dq. So I have to calculate the force due to this dq charge on the charge q naught. Let's say this force is F. So what is the general formula for calculation of force? Obviously, we can calculate the force with the help of Coulomb's law. That is, F, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 upon r square. In order to make this vector, I have to put here the vector sign on the force, and obviously I have to put here r cap in order to make it vector. So that here there are two charges, that is q1 charge and q2 charge. So let's say this q2 charge is q naught and q1 charge, here this dq act as a q1 charge. So I can write this formula, that is and one more thing, due to the small charge there may be small force applied on the q naught charge. So when there may be the small force, it means I can write here df force is applied due to dq charge on q naught. So I can write here df vector, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught dq, and force is applying on the charge q naught, r square, r is the distance between them, and the vector r cap. Or I can write here F vector is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught integration dq upon r square r cap. Now here, since the charge is distributed on the length, the charge can be distributed on the given area, or the charge is distributed within the given volume. So this dq is written in three ways. Number one, lambda dl. dq, it is equal to sigma dA. dq, it is equal to rho into dV. That is the charge in terms of the linear charge density, charge in terms of the areal charge density, and the charge in terms of volumetric charge density. Now we can write the formula of force or the calculation of force in terms of all these three format of charges. Since we understand about how can we calculate the force due to the dq charge to the charge q naught, the force is calculated with the help of formula F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught integration dq upon r square r cap. So let us consider here three types of charge distribution, that is the line charge distribution, the areal charge distribution, and the volumetric charge distribution. Due to the small segment of length, that is dl, I want to calculate the force on the charge q naught. This is the value of force on the charge q naught, that is F vector. So simply what I need to do, I have to put the value of q in the force, given force. So it can be written as the F vector, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught integration lambda into dl upon r square with r cap. It means the force over here on the charge q naught due to the line charge density, that is lambda, over the given due to the given length. Simply come to the next case. Here the charge is distributed over the given area. So due to the small area, that is small charges are here, dq charges are here. So the dq charge is written as dq sigma into dA. I want to calculate the force on the charge q naught due to the areal charge distribution. So let's say again the force is vector F over here. The force can be written as F vector, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught. Now we will put the value of dq is equal to sigma into dA in the given force formula. That is integration sigma into dA upon r square, where r is the distance to the charge q naught from the continuous distribution region, and r cap. Similarly, there is a volumetric charge distribution. Within the volumetric charge distribution, if its charge density is rho, then due to the small volume, that is dv, the charges is dq. So I want to calculate the force due to this dq charge in the given volume to the charge q naught. So the force is F vector, it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught integration rho into dv, that is small volume, upon r square with r cap. So this is about how can we calculate the force due to the distribution of charge. So this is all about the calculation of force or the value of force on the charge q naught, which is placed in the region of continuous charge distribution. Which distribution may be linear charge distribution, which distribution may be areal charge distribution, or which distribution may be volumetric charge distribution. Thank you so much.